What if the next crypto bull run isn't driven by humans, but by machines that never sleep? Not traders. Not whales. But autonomous AI agents, silently scanning the market, executing trades, launching tokens, and even managing entire portfolios without a single human decision. Sounds futuristic. But it's already starting. And according to Jake Claver, this shift could completely redefine how crypto works, faster than most people expect. Because this isn't just another trend. This is a power shift. And if you don't understand it, you might be too late. So here's the real question. What happens when AI agents enter crypto markets at scale? Not just tools, but decision makers. What does that mean for investors? For volatility? For opportunity? And more importantly, who actually wins in a world where machines are competing against humans in financial markets? In this video, you're going to uncover how AI agents are quietly reshaping crypto, why this shift could create massive wealth, and why it could also make things far more dangerous than they've ever been before. But to understand where this is going, you first need to understand how we got here. Crypto has always been about removing human control. That was the original promise. No banks. No middlemen. Just code and trustless systems. Then came trading. At first, it was simple. People manually buying and selling coins, reacting to news, hype, and emotion. Then things evolved. Bots entered the market. Algorithmic trading started dominating. Speed became an advantage. And suddenly, the fastest systems were winning. But even then, humans were still in control. Setting the strategies. Writing the code. Making the final decisions. Until now. Because AI agents aren't just faster. They're different. They don't just execute strategies. They create them. They learn. They adapt. They evolve in real time. And that changes everything. Here's the first breakthrough most people are missing. AI agents don't trade like humans. They don't feel fear. They don't chase hype. They don't panic sell. Instead, they process massive amounts of data instantly. Market sentiment. On-chain activity. Social media trends. liquidity flows. And they combine all of it into decisions that happen in milliseconds. But here's where things get interesting. They don't just react to the market. They start shaping it. Because when enough AI agents are making decisions simultaneously, patterns emerge. Trends accelerate. And volatility can spike in ways we've never seen before. In other words, the market stops being emotional and starts becoming computational. But that's only the surface. Because the real twist isn't just trading. It's ownership. AI agents aren't just tools you use. They can actually control wallets, hold assets, execute smart contracts, launch tokens, even interact with other AI agents. Think about that for a second. An AI that can earn money, spend money, invest money, and make decisions about all three without asking for permission. This is where crypto and AI collide in a way that feels almost autonomous. And this is exactly what Jake Claver has been warning about. Because once AI agents start operating independently, you're no longer just competing with other traders. You're competing with systems that improve every second. And they don't sleep. So how does this actually affect crypto? Let's break it down. First, AI agents will massively increase market efficiency. They'll find arbitrage opportunities instantly. They'll correct price imbalances faster than any human can react. That means fewer, easy wins for average traders. The days of simple strategies working consistently start to disappear. But here's the flip side. AI agents also create new opportunities. Because they need infrastructure. They need networks. They need tokens. Projects that enable AI-driven transactions, automation, and decentralized intelligence could see explosive growth. We're already seeing early signs of this. Protocols designed for AI-to-AI communication. Decentralized compute networks. Autonomous trading systems. But here's where things get even more interesting. AI agents don't just use crypto. They amplify it. Because crypto gives AI something it never had before. Native digital ownership. Without crypto, AI can't hold money. With crypto, it can become an economic participant. And once AI becomes a participant in the economy, everything changes. Markets move faster. Cycles shorten. Narratives shift quicker. And entire sectors can rise almost overnight. But that also means they can collapse just as fast. And this is where things get dangerous. Because AI doesn't eliminate risk. It multiplies it. Imagine thousands of AI agents all reacting to the same signal at once. A sudden drop. A spike in volume. A breaking news event. They all execute trades simultaneously. That creates massive swings. Flash crashes. Liquidity shocks. And unpredictable market behavior. But that's not the only risk. There's also manipulation. AI agents can be trained, controlled, even exploited. Bad actors could deploy armies of AI agents to pump tokens and spread narrative, exploit liquidity, and because everything happens so fast, by the time humans react, it's already over. And then there's the biggest risk of all. Loss of edge. Because if AI agents become better at analyzing markets than humans, what happens to the average investor? The uncomfortable truth is, most people fall behind. Because you're no longer competing against other humans. You're competing against intelligence that's constantly improving. And that gap only widens over time. So where does this leave us? At the edge of a transformation. Not just in crypto, but in how markets function entirely. Because for the first time in history, we're entering a world where non-human entities can participate in financial systems, where decisions are made in milliseconds, where strategies evolve automatically, and where the line between technology and economy disappears. But here's the real question. Will you adapt to this shift? Or be replaced by it? Because the future of crypto isn't just decentralized. It's autonomous. And as Jake Claver suggests, the biggest opportunities won't go to the fastest traders, but to the people who understand what's happening early. Because once AI agents fully take hold, the game doesn't just change. it becomes something entirely new. And by the time most people realize it, the winners will already be decided. Thank you and subscribe now.